Alright, so laid back video today. Just want to talk about a few things with you guys real quick. So the end of the year is approaching, and at this point we have received everything we were promised with the year 3 pass. We are currently in the final season of year 3. Our 4 new heroes have arrived, and now we're just waiting to see what exactly is going on with year 4. We have no idea as of right now. There are a few people who believe they already know what's going on with some quote-unquote leaked information that claim that year 4 will be happening with 4 more heroes, but I'm taking that with a huge grain of salt and we'll wait until we get some official announcement. Anyways, in this video, I really just want to talk about what I hope to see from year 4 of For Honor, what I'd like to see from the game in this upcoming year. As always, if you watch these videos somewhat regularly, I'd really appreciate it if you sub to the channel, as it really helps me out. If you're not subbed, watch your back. Now let's not waste any more time and get right into it. Alright, I think this is pretty obvious, but I really want new heroes next year. I know that there are people that want another Operation Healthish season where UB takes time to just work on things, rework heroes, fix bugs, things like that, but I really don't want that. We had a few seasons where the highlight of the season were hero reworks, and that time of For Honor was extremely dull when compared to other seasons where we received new heroes. Maybe if UB could give us a season filled to the brim of really great changes, then maybe one season, but even then, I'd prefer new heroes because, well, they're new, they're fun, they're interesting and exciting, especially when UB teases the heroes the right way and give us teasers a weekish early, then give us a trailer a few days before the reveal, and then deliver the reveal stream. I think that's the best way to do it. We have time to speculate and get hype for what's to come, rather than give us a tease like a day before the reveal stream and then show us a trailer the same day as the reveal. Anyways, I really do hope we get new heroes. I'm not really too picky about the class. I would prefer if UB didn't decide to just make one class of heroes the whole year, as that's what they told us they would do at the start of year 3, even though they snuck a hybrid in there at the end. If they told us it was a year full of hybrids though, I'd be fine with that, as a hybrid can be anything. I'd even be okay with a year of Vanguards, but a varied mix of heroes would make me happy. We all know UB already had each hero planned out for this year and knew who they were going to create, but if they were to tell us that it'll be all assassins or heavies, you'll just turn some people off. You'll turn away the people who don't like said class, Just surprising us with heroes would be fine. If they do make new heroes and they decide to show us their weapons before they're released, like they did at the start of this year, then we can get a loose idea of what we'll get. But to me, that just adds to the excitement. Remember at the start of the year when we were all just picking our favorite hero based off of their weapon alone? I'd like that again, but without us knowing what sort of class they'll be. Again, if we do get new heroes, I'm really hoping that they'll be varied, fun, and good. That's what's important to me. By varied, I mean I do want something new, something unique, and trust me, I know that having new things isn't always a good thing, and it's something that not everyone enjoys, but hey, it's what I'm personally looking for the most part. Blackbriar came onto the scene with Bulwark and is one of the best heroes in the game. Highlander at the time brought something new with the 2 stances. Shinobi, despite how I feel about him, did bring something new with range attacks, double dash, backflip, so on and so on. Shaman showed up and brought Shaman. The Wulin arrived and brought some interesting things like Tiandi's dragon dodges, Nusha's traps, Shaolin's key stance, and Zhengjun's Sifu stance. Everything I named certainly isn't perfect, but I do like that they all brought something new at the time of their release. I'm sure that it's pretty tough to release brand new mechanics and whatnot in For Honor because of the way it's made and because there's already 26 heroes and there's only so much you can do, but still, a man can dream. Fun is also really important to me because if I'm not having fun, then why in the hell am I playing a video game in the first place? You may not be able to tell because of how I sound, but believe it or not, I am capable of displaying emotion, and fun is the single most important thing to me when it comes to a game. there are heroes in this game that I do find to be a ton of fun. Recently, I've been enjoying my time with Warlord, Valkyrie of course, Gladiator, and believe it or not, Shaman. Shaman has been a lot of fun for me to use recently for some reason. These are heroes that I want to use and look forward to playing, totally disregarding orders or just grinding reps. What's fun depends on who you ask though. For example, some people really like playing with Warden and Hitokiri, whereas I find them pretty stale. Being fun or tolerable to go up against is also something I care about. There are some heroes who slow down fights like Yorm, who I think most of us are on the same page with at this point. And then there are heroes who punish you for even having the nerve to attack them, like the unnamed large hero with Asthma, who will deal a whopping 50 damage for a single light parry. For an attack that deals, 14 or 15 damage? I don't think anyone's running up against someone and going, wow, I'm having a total blast going up against X character. But you'll definitely know if you're not having a good time because of a certain hero you know. And that, of course, will change from person to person, as I said. Being a good hero is also something that is very, very important to me. It lends into fun for me. I'm not enjoying myself when I'm using a hero who can't damage their opponents because they're slow or they just overly rely on defense and can't land attacks. I'm not saying that a hero needs to be released in a totally busted state, but rather they need to have tools to defeat their opponents on their own. I know that no hero releases as the perfect hero. Now that I think about it, I don't think there have been any heroes who released just fine. You don't even really have to have anything brand new or totally unique to be good. Hitokiri doesn't really bring anything new to the table or anything that we haven't seen before, but after her nerfs, she's a good hero. I don't really mind what they're good at. They can be a team fighter, a ganker, a duelist. I'm not too picky, as long as they're good at what they do and don't just bog the game down. As for the type of hero I want, stylistically, I actually don't really care as long as they're interesting. I don't doubt that if they do release more heroes that they'll be interesting, especially if they don't just stick with one theme, like the whole dark thing they were doing. I've seen a few people speculating that they'll release another faction, but I really don't think that will happen, and I'm not even sure if I'd want that to happen if I'm being honest. Unless of course they have 4 heroes and a faction to roll already. I liked having 1 hero per faction. It gave everyone something to look forward to in some way, even if not everyone got exactly what they wanted. I'm a fan of the 1 hero, 1 rework approach that this year started off with, and with the addition of the testing grounds, I believe it's something Ubi could pull off effectively. It pleases those who want the existing heroes worked on while scratching the itch for new content, as believe it or not, new content is a part of what keeps this game rolling. As I said in the past, you can't sell a hero rework, but you can sell new heroes. Other than that, there's not too much I can ask for. Sure, we could ask for more story content, but I'd like that to be a plus, an add-on. I wouldn't really want any more PvE content to be like a selling point, as once you finish it, you know? I'd like for Ubi to keep doing what they're doing, keep pushing out new content, continue updating the game, as that's something that a lot of us look forward to and it keeps the game feeling fresh, and I want them to continue communicating with us. This last year was pretty solid for the most part, and there isn't really anything I can think of that they could add to the game in terms of like new features or anything, unless they want to make a new game mode. But if they did that, it would have to be something a whole lot of people enjoy, or it'll end up like Tribute. I do seriously want them to utilize the testing grounds as often as they can this upcoming year. If there's anything that they have in mind that could change the game for the better or just spice things up, I really want them to just throw them in the testing grounds and let us all play with things for a while. They already let us know in that Q&A that they did not too long ago that customs is something that they're working on for testing grounds, so that's a plus. And to me, it's just such a great tool that I really want to see used as often as possible for year 4, as it allows them to try larger game-wide changes without affecting the live game, and there aren't too many games out there that have that luxury. When I think about it, if there is another year of heroes like this last year, by the end of it, For Honor will have 30 different playable heroes. 30? That's a lot of heroes when you think about it, considering the game launched with what, 12? 4 for each of the Samurai, Knights, and Vikings. We already doubled the roster, could have started another game with the amount of heroes that were added. I've seen some people throwing around the idea that next year will be nothing but Vanguards, and I can sort of see where they're coming from, as if we got 4 more Vanguards we'd be at a total of 8. We already have 7 Assassins, 7 Heavies, 8 Hybrids, so I can see where those claims are coming from, but at the end of the day, I don't really mind what we get as long as they're enjoyable. Anyways, that's all I've got for this video. I just wanted to take a little bit of time to talk about some of the things I'm hoping for when it comes to this upcoming year of For Honor. Sure, year 4 could just not happen, but I don't think that's the case. I hardly ever make any videos like this anyways, so I figured why not. I do apologize for the way I sound. I'm still sick, so just bear with me for a little longer. As always, I do really want to hear from you guys, so be sure to talk to me down in the comments and let me know what sort of things you'd like to see in year 4 of For Honor. And if you're interested, you can join our Discord and talk to me there, as I'm pretty active in there. The link will be in the description. If you liked the video, feel free to leave a like and sub if you're new, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.